Hello everyone, it's Sylvia with this week's Monday Motivational Message. And this week I'm going to talk about a word, distraction. Interesting word, isn't it? How often do we get distracted in our lives on a day-to-day basis? If we really sat down and thought about it, we'd probably realise that actually we get distracted quite a lot. And, you know, if we really want to achieve things in our lives, then we have to maintain that focus. Yes, there are times where something urgent might happen, where we have to step aside and deal with that, and then come back to what we were focusing on. And particularly at home, I think it's more easy to be distracted when you're working as an entrepreneur at home, as when we might be distracted thinking, oh, maybe we'll put the washing on, or a guy, if he lives on his own, oh, I'll just put the washing on, or whatever. And if you've got children around, then it's, oh, suddenly, mummy, can I? Or daddy, can I? Never mind, maybe if you've got a partner, or husband and wife, and they come to you and distract you because they can't actually deal with the fact that here you are, you're a very focused, positive person, and you are determined to succeed, whether it be from a business point of view, a financial point of view, health point of view, spiritual point of view. And so if they can distract you, then in their eyes, subconsciously, then they're going to see that things take a bit longer. And it's easy then, isn't it, for a negative person to say, there you are, I told you so, you set that as a goal, and now look where you are, you're nowhere near it. And basically we have to take responsibility that we've allowed distractions. Or if we've needed to step aside for a moment, that we've actually then procrastinated, got a bit more distracted, and we've not actually gone back to what we meant to focus on. The telephone's a great one, isn't it? So bearing that in mind, I want to just read you a couple more things from my friend here, Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich. Here he is. I'm going to read you a couple of bits from near the back of the book where he's dealing with that wonderful thing that can distract us, which is fear. So bear with me, let's find these couple of bits here to read. You see, I talked about distractions, didn't I, being very similar to negative influences. I think they're one and the same, whether it's us or other people. So listen to what Napoleon Hill says here. To protect yourself against negative influences, whether of your own making or the result of activities of negative people around you, recognize that you have a willpower and put it into constant use until it builds a wall of immunity against negative influences in your own mind. So important. But what I pick up here is that if we are consistent in not allowing those negative influences, whether it's from us or those around, which cause the distractions, the more we work at things, the more we then build up that immunity to it and our determination to not allow distractions to get in the way. You see, linking this in with the chapter on fear, I often am reminded myself about my dear mentor through the internet, or Proctor, working with him big time. And I remember on one of his videos him saying, you know, if I'm not living on the edge, and if I'm not having that feeling, that adrenaline rush, I'm not even existing. So he turns that feeling that we call fear into an adrenaline rush that really makes them get on and be focused. So let me share something else here with you that I think is very interesting. No matter whether you are rich or poor, you have one asset as great as the richest man living, and that may be rich in spirit, rich in relationships, it may be rich in business, finances, but you have one asset as great as the richest man living, and that is time. But with each setting sun, you become one day older and have one day less in which to attain the success and wealth you desire. Interesting, isn't it, when you actually put that into the equation as well. We have 24 hours in a day. On average, we sleep for 8 hours. In terms of meal times, you could say that with preparation and that, that's at least 3 to 4 hours of the day. Add in other things like when we get washed, dressed, we go to the toilet, have the odd cup of tea. That's probably another hour's worth. So there we have 3, 4, 11, probably about 12 hours of the day gone already. And we need some relaxation time. So that means that we really have to deal with this thing of distractions. And when you think about the teachers and the spiritual gurus that talk to us about being in the moment, if we were really focused in each moment, do you think we might then find it a lot easier not to be distracted because we're in this moment, we're just focused in this moment? So there you go, this week, distractions. I challenge you to monitor each day, but not just for this week. Keep that as part of an exercise for your life, that you monitor if you're distracted, that if you have to be distracted because of an emergency or something really important, that you actually then come back and focus. Keep a little notebook, keep a diary. So there you go, have fun working on distraction, and I will see you again next Monday. Have a good one.